So a few quick stats. The Kaufman Foundation just came out with that 75% of the high growth entrepreneurs have had mentors in their lives, and that they've raised 7 times more money and grow 3.5 times faster when the founders have had mentors. And even more astounding, that typical figure about 90% of startups fail within the first 5 years. If the founders have mentors, 70% of them succeed, double the rate of those who don't receive mentoring. So that leads us to the rise of mentor programs. And it's a virtuous cycle for entrepreneurship programs. If you have better mentors, you have better founders, better startups, better outcomes, better reputation, and you can attract better mentors. First, the mentor programs are largely too casual and informal. I use the word frameworks and discipline a lot, and we're going to talk about that. There's confusion over roles. Okay, a mentor is not an advisor, is not a coach, is not a consultant, and is not a role model. Today, mentors focus on the founder journey, the founder, him or herself. Advisors focus on the company and specific problems. Coaches and consultants are paid professionals that do the same thing. And role models is indeed someone like you, someone who you can observe, who acts the way you want to act and talks and walks the way you want to talk, but you don't have to meet or know your role model. Now, it's nice if they take on these different roles. There are blurred lines, but they are indeed separate roles. Another problem is that a lot of these mentor programs focus on quantity over quality. Can't tell you how many mentor programs I've seen brag about having 800 mentors on their roster, because that means that there's no real vetting. They're letting almost anybody be a mentor who has a consulting firm or who is over the age of 40 or 50. Okay, and there's a whole other checklist of different issues and problems that make mentor programs at the very least substandard and ineffective. So today, there are indeed best practices and a process for creating a guidebook and a playbook for great mentor programs. I'm not going to go over all these steps right now, but it has to do with aligning the kind of mentor program you have with the kind of entrepreneurship program you have, and also very, very deeply and methodically attracting mentors to the program, onboarding them and measuring them and monitoring them, and then adjusting, rinse and repeat. Okay, so we're going to cover 2 things. One is mentor program types, and this depends on the kind of entrepreneurship program you have. Okay, is it curriculum based? In other words, do you have a cohort? Is there a syllabus for the entrepreneurs going through the program? Is it facility based? In other words, are you a co-working space or incubator where mentors walk in and out all the time? Is it organization based or a hybrid? That will depend on the kind of mentor program that you need to put together or design. All right, and today there are different flavors or hybrids of mentors. It doesn't mean they're advisors, but there's a classic mentor that we've seen in the beginning, Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's the mentor coach who actually is trained in the curriculum or the cohort that you're putting on, and they can guide the founder from beginning to end of, let's say, a 12-week or a 16-week program. Then there's a mentor advisor who can mentor someone for a short period of time, and the mentor specialist, who is usually more domain-specific and assigned to somebody through an industry-specific program. Okay, and what you want to do is match the kind of mentors you're attracting to the kind of program you have. And ideally, though, the mentors that you're attracting can one day become that classic mentor that a founder, an entrepreneur can stay with for the duration, meaning months or even years. That's rare, but it hopefully is becoming more common with better mentor training.